Toronto Maple Leaf fans are set to pack the Air Canada Centre and make it rock. This hockey-mad city wants a spot in the Eastern Conference Finals. To do that, they must dethrone the defending Stanley Cup champion Devils in Game 6. Hello again, everyone. So glad you could join us from downtown Toronto here on ESPN's National Hockey Night. For the first time since last year's conference finals, the Devils face elimination. 3 times they fought it off, Brian Engblom, against Philadelphia last year. Can they do it this year, back-to-back games against the Maple Leafs?
Well, this series is about emotion and discipline, and unfortunately for New Jersey, they've gotten away from their good discipline. I mean, the emotional level after Game 4 when Scott Niedermayer was hurt caused them to make a lot of mistakes and to take too many penalties. And also it led to turnovers that you just don't normally see from the New Jersey Devils. So they had one of those cleansing meetings yesterday. Everybody trying to get back on the same page. Some players accusing others of having personal agendas. Those things are not usually what you see from the New Jersey Devils at this time of year. They absolutely have to fix it right now, or they're going golfing real quick.
That's right, Brian. In game number 5, some history made for the Maple Leafs defense. First time in a playoff game since 1983. All 3 goals scored by the Blue Liners, led by Brian McCabe.
Brian McCabe has been outstanding. I mean, you find that legends are made over the course of a long career, but stars are made in the playoffs. Brian McCabe is very quickly becoming a star. And it's the little things that he's doing, on top of the fact that he scored a huge goal in Game 2 on that 5-on-3 situation. But this guy is a real big factor. He's been really, really physical.
Well, Brian, for Jersey to force a Game 7 in this Eastern Conference semifinal series, they've got to get a great game again from the top line, as they did in Game 5, where Sakura, Arnett, and Elias produced 4 points. Thomas Caberlet on defense has other ideas. And, of course, the best defense for the Maple Leafs, Cujo in net. Curtis Joseph.
Jersey power play is starting to show some signs that it's coming on. They've scored in 4 straight games now.
The NHL's best face-off man, Yannick Rowe, 44 in white, took the draw, wins another. Head-to-head with Arnett, not easily done. Jason's pretty good at the face-off himself. Sakura scores! Peter Sakura! The heavy shot left-handed outside that right circle. Beats Cujo 1-0 Devils.
Oh, exactly what the doctor ordered for the New Jersey Devils. And Curtis Joseph with a little shake of the head there. And when he went down on his knees and missed it, he double took about 3 times, looking down like, how did that go in? How did it beat me? Arnett takes the puck and just drives the D back. 17 gets the puck. Too much time and room. He can really shoot the puck. And Cujo is just startled. He's absolutely startled that this one beat him on the short side. Now, those are weird shots. And look at that one drop. That one dropped and rolled right by him. Southwest Airlines goal cam gives you a good idea of what Curtis Joseph was looking at. That looked like that had to roll in on its side. There was so little room on the short side.
4th tally of the playoffs for Peter Sakura. His goal in Game 5 broke a 6-game goalless slump, now making 2 in a row. And the top line produces again. How crucial is that for Jersey's hope to force a 7th game?
Yeah, it was good news, bad news up till now, though, Dave. They had scored the 2 straight games leading up to this one, but the bad news is New Jersey had lost both those games.
Well, we saw the rolling puck, 3-1 deficit to Philadelphia. Won 3 straight, 1-goal games, and they are off to the finals. That's in front. That's a good opportunity from McKay, and Cujo covers up.
Well, let's take a look at the first period highlights and show you how we got to where we are at. New Jersey came out with a good push. Jason Arnett took the puck deep, and then Sakura took that shot that just dipped and rolled past Cujo, the only goal in the game. Marty Brodeur was sharp when he had to be, but he also got a lot of help from pipes. That one he never even saw. Matt Sundin ripped 2 shots, 1 off the crossbar, 1 off the pipe. We talked about mojo that was all in Toronto's favor after the last 2 games coming into this one. You have to wonder, is it starting to turn a little bit with that shot by Sakura and then 2 pipes for Toronto?
Sundin. Captain gets it set up. McCabe thought about a one-timer, instead back to Sundin. Down low he goes for Roberts. Looking to shovel in front for Thomas. Kept alive for McCabe by Caberlet. His shot, goal stick stopped by Brodeur off the inboards. That's Sundin in the far corner regains. McCabe shot. Yeah, it's a pass instead. Thomas free! He scored! It came right to Steve Thomas in the slot. He made no mistake. We're tied.
Exactly what the fans and the Toronto Maple Leafs wanted here. Gary Roberts makes the play all the way here, folks. Toronto had been trying to work the play down low almost this entire power play sequence. They got it out to the point for a second, but then back down to Roberts, and he one-touched it right out in front to Stevie Thomas, And look how pumped up Stevie Thomas is. And Bobby Holik, not a happy man.
Thomas leads his team in goal. Take a lead again. Support with the speed in the near corner, looking to center. Who's going to take it from behind by McCabe. Cross looking to clear, and Block handles the duties.
A lot of pressure on Brian Rafalski in these power plays, in particular without Scott Niedermayer in the lineup. And he's having one of those nights. I mean, the puck won't sit down for him. He's overskated it a couple of times. That's where you have to go really within yourself and get real patient out there. If you try to press, it turns into terrible stuff.
Gomez sets up behind the goal. Here's McKay. One-timer scores! Randy McKay inside the right circle. Power play goal. It is 2-1 Jersey.
Well, this is a factor of Curtis Joseph, who is a goaltender who normally plays pretty deep in the net, along with the fact that McKay got a nice pass, got it, cradled it, and shot it all in one real slick motion. Starts from behind. Cujo has to protect the near post. He starts to move out, but that is a near perfect shot by McKay, who's not right in front of the net, but gets it and just whistles the snapshot just inside the goalpost on the far side. Randy McKay says, yes, we're back in the lead. Danny Markov dejected, taking that penalty for a little bit of a punch in the head. We saw the same thing for Bobby Holik only a few minutes ago when he was victimized on his penalty.
Second goal of this Toronto series. The first in Game 2 was the winner in OT, that thriller at the Meadowlands. Circle knocked down by Pandolfo. Out to the point, Yuskevich. Still steered around the boards. Behind the net, Tucker is set up. Trying to center. He's tracked down by Colin White. Has a huge size advantage on Darcy Tucker. About 80 pounds. Several inches. It's not easy when you're Darcy Tucker. He's effective. Pandolfo across the line. Quickly in the move. Corkum centering try. Pandolfo comes through. Cujo is spun around the play. Lost his goal stick. In front, wide open. Rafalski scores! Brian Rafalski at the tail end of the second period. A dagger of a goal in the Maple Leafs and Pat Quinn. It's 3-1.
Toronto got running around inside their own zone, and it was some great work by Corkum and Pandolfo down low that started it all. Rafalski just stepped into the lurch and got great scoring chance because of it. Turnover in the neutral zone starts it. Here's the outnumbered attack. Great give and go. Almost turns into a goal. Three Toronto guys down low. Rafalski steps into the lurch all alone in front of the net. Perfect pass. He hammers it by Curtis Joseph right inside the goalpost.
Rafalski had the game winner in overtime off the skate of Corey Cross in Game 3. Dodge different intermission report coming up. We'll talk with Joel Quenneville, Sports Center in game. John and Barry. Somehow. Thomas set up in front. He's got the power play tally. Toronto has scored so far. McCabe comes near side for Sundin. The captain waits, fires a shot, scores! Here come the Maple Leafs, just down by one.
Matt Sundin still got the magic touch, and he still wants to shoot the puck. He beat Marty Brodeur after hitting 2 goalposts in this game. Sundin finally on the board. And for the third time in this game, we've seen the teams take advantage of bad penalties on the power play. Sundin will get it over on the half boards. Take a look. Should I pass? Should I go low? No, I'm going to shoot. It handcuffed Marty Brodeur a little bit. Looked like it hit him on the bottom side of the catching glove. Was there a deflection? I don't think so. But it certainly handcuffed him and got inside that far post, off the hand and the glove. And Matt Sundin firing that puck, victimizing Colin White for that bad penalty.
With Elias across the line. Elias shot. Oh my goodness, what a stop by Curtis Joseph. Love save by Cujo saves the game, at least for now.
Brilliant save by Curtis Joseph just when Toronto needed it. Toronto's been coming with a good push here, but they give up yet another outnumbered attack. And they're getting way up there too far in outnumbered attacks against them. New Jersey's had at least half a dozen right now. This one is Elias and Arnett, 2 guys you don't want to have them. Southwest Airlines goal cam gives you a look at what Curtis Joseph's world is like. Beautiful save. Elias with the smoking shot. They try to hit the crook of the arm. For a goaltender's catching glove side, it's right above the elbow. So he has to either use the arm or the glove coming up very quickly. And you could see that Cujo got that one up very quickly on that blistering shot from Patrick Elias.
Showing a dog, Cujo is as quick as a cat. Just through center ice, tries the backhand, a little spin-around play. It's loose. Arnett, the rebound, he scores! Jason Arnett comes loose and puts the Devils up by 2. The top line strikes again.
This top line is really getting hot. The more you watch them, you go, Arnett, Elias, and Sikora is getting back to where they were in last year's playoffs when they were the top scoring line of anybody. Watch coming out of the zone. What they're starting to do is throw the puck to areas, and the guy is getting there at the same time the puck is. Look at the spinorama move by Elias, and it has everybody looking at him. Toronto guys come back, but nobody picks up Arnett. Arnett gets the loose change coming right out to him and buries it so quickly, it's in and out of the net. But the key there, that earlier on in this, or actually the last 2 or 3 games, too many New Jersey Devils were trying to play one-on-one games. That included the big line and guys like Mogilny. Now on that play, you could really see, throw the puck to the open spot, get there, have timing patterns, win the one-on-one battles. New Jersey's getting back to that.
That's exactly what Larry Robinson really preached.
Well, guys, as you know, the National Hockey League staffs many off-ice positions. And Craig Loge may be yawning now, but he was pretty excited back in Game 4 because he was the guy who was cornered when Scott Stevens was like the bull at the rodeo who had just had the burr put under his belly in the pen. Loge gets his 15 minutes of fame looking like a terrified child. Imagine being stuck in a penalty box with Scott Stevens when he loses control of that fine edge of rage that he always plays with. Trying to look discreet. Maybe you won't notice me if I just stand over here patiently. Loge can afford to yawn tonight.
It's unbelievable, Jack. He was absolutely terrified. What a great piece of video, that old penalty box cam, our POV camera there.
Yeah, that's when Niedermayer got hit, and that's what Stevens was responding to. And I'm not sure that Mr. Loge knew what Stevens was reacting to. It scared the heck out of him.
Yeah, Bears in free, trying to create something. As he bid for a goal. Hayes got one on the power play already tonight. Gomez lets it go through off the end boards. And a lot of ugliest going on. Cujo and McKay exchanging blows, and now everyone involved.
Look at Cujo.
Curtis Joseph wants somebody.
Oh, man, is he hot. A lot of frustrations here, and none the least of which is Curtis Joseph. He's allowed 4 goals in this game, and they've been tough shots on him. Absolutely incensed and enraged, as you can see. And Scott Stevens loving this, getting right in the face of Cujo there. Even if he had one hand free, Scott Stevens that is, you couldn't exactly take a poke at him with that mask on and everything. But New Jersey enjoying this. Little smirk from Bobby Corkum in the middle there. But it was Randy McKay all alone inside the crease against Curtis Joseph, and mildly distracting to say the least. Curtis Joseph just threw the gloves down and the stick down, trying to get into the fray there. Let's see if we can pick all this up. Okay, 21 red. There's the initial collision. A couple of shots from Cujo. Randy McKay keeps backing in. Oh, pretty good clothesline there, or attempted clothesline by Curtis Joseph. I would say that Curtis was the initial aggressor there, because he took a swipe with that stick right over the head of Randy McKay. Randy McKay said, I don't think I'm going to take any more of this stuff. Watch this. Watch the right hand will come up right about right there. And then Randy McKay said, okay, that was about 4 too many shots, Curtis. And he gives him a good bonk on the bean coming back. And anytime your goaltender is involved, the Toronto Maple Leafs, no exception, get right back in to help their #1 guy.
Danny Markov actually got in the way. Cujo blocked him as Markov went for him. Look at that little collision.
Man. Yeah.
Maple Leaf on Maple Leaf as Markov came to the assistance of his star netminder, Curtis Joseph.
Yeah, when things aren't going well, yeah, that's the kind of stuff that happens. This game is over on the scoreboard. 25 seconds to go, and a 4-2 lead. So it's a way to vent frustrations. It's a way to set things up for the next game, and the pressure builds. I mean, all the way along. I talked earlier. Curtis Joseph is such a high-profile guy, and has been so strong in these playoffs. Again, his numbers are phenomenal, especially if you throw out Game 2, which was a high-scoring affair against both goaltenders. Cujo's numbers are astronomical, and he has a way of just taking all that attention and having it make him better.
and by so doing helps his teammates because it takes the pressure off of them. Well, maybe Curtis feeling a little bit more pressure now. Doesn't like being crowded. There's the initial shot that I was talking about, and then Randy McKay really missed with a big right hand there. Randy says, okay, I know you're all coming now. Gets his back to the wall, and it's a free-for-all. So a couple of guys have been escorted right off the ice. There'll be some paperwork to do down low, and meanwhile Curtis Joseph cruising back and forth. They've also got some sloppy messes to clean up. Drinks and debris thrown on the ice from irate Leafs fans who don't like to see the big dog Curtis involved in anything like that.
Here in Game 4, just 8 seconds to go. And there's the horn. We'll find all that out Wednesday in Jersey.
New Jersey. Marty Brodeur was outstanding for New Jersey, and the big line, the Arnett line, the two biggest key factors. A huge victory. Well done by New Jersey here in Game 6.
So, Brian, our final tally tonight, 4-2, Devils take it and force a Game 7. Next on National Hockey Night tomorrow, 7 o'clock Eastern Time, we'll find out if Mario and Jaromir can stay alive in their series with the Sabres. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For more, log on to ESPN.com. Up next, baseball tonight. For Brian Engblom and Jack Edwards, I'm Dave Ryan saying so long from Toronto. The Devils force a Game 7 Wednesday in New Jersey. Back to the studio, John and Barry.
A lot of things are said during the course of a game. So I kept one eye on him when I was on the ice, and he was on the ice at the same time. But I never expected anything more than that. I just remember turning around and seeing him. That was it. I don't remember me ever having a chance to do anything. Where the line is exactly might be a bit of a tough call, but I don't think there's any question that what happened was over the line. I'm disappointed that I'm not on the ice. I wasn't on the ice last game. I won't be on the ice tonight. That's probably the biggest thing.
Feeling better, Niedermayer sat out his second straight game as the series shifted back to Toronto, and as expected, there were hits aplenty. The Devils, holders of Lord Stanley's Cup, were fighting for their playoff life. Brian Rafalski putting them up 3-1 late in the second period. It was his fourth goal of the playoffs. Maple Leafs' Darcy Tucker goes flying into Colin White in the corner. White does get back on his skates, and his retaliatory strike put him in the sin bin. The Leafs would take advantage of the power play. Sweden's Mats Sundin gets it near circle, waits, and fires. It's a one-goal game, Sundin's 6th of the postseason. Now, with the Devils leading 4-2 in the waning moments, a skirmish develops in front of Curtis Joseph. Devils wing, Randy McKay right in the middle of the scrum, and when the dust settled, 6 penalties were handed out. This deadlock series shifts back to New Jersey for the deciding game Wednesday night.